morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, wherever you are. I want to thank everyone and welcome all of you here this evening. My people, I think you are there, wherever you are globally. I want to welcome you for joining me this evening of today. Still, people are not well informed about my presence here, but I want to inform everyone that I am here tonight. So feel free as you come and join me, and we start our today's episode. Today we are looking at something which is very, very interesting. Not only interesting, but very important for all students who are learning in Africa, that we are talking about challenges students meet while they are learning. So if anyone is here, I request you to just come and join me by show of hand. Come and join me and we shall start. I have one person so far. I don't know who that person is because it's very silent to me. But I would request you, sir or madam, please talk to me that I am Ever and I'm here with you. And on top of that, I want to request everyone, I'm just giving a humble request, everyone who is on this platform, that feel free to join me by sending this link to some of your friends. I want to try to share this to some of my friends too on social media handles like WhatsApp and so many others. You can share the link to your friends, and we keep the ball rolling. So, and if you join me, that will be very interesting and that will be of good. I always like to speak to my students, my people, my parents, my friends, my family, everyone who like to join me. I always like people to join me. Yeah, the number is increasing. I see now I have 4 and no one still has talked to me. Maybe to say if you get me right, you get my voice clear, and it always make me feel so good. If your network is not okay, you can tell me. Maybe I will talk to Rumud and they give you some good network. So today, as I told you before, I would like some people on this platform to feel free to share this link of this podium, of this YouTube. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share with everyone who can understand English language, because this channel is here to help and motivate us with what we want to learn. So I see Zainab Bosman, you say yes teacher. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I have Abdurizak Ari, you say good night teacher. We don't say good night, we say good evening now. You say good evening teacher, and then when I'm finishing the show you tell me good night. That would be much better. So good evening, how are you my friend Abdurazak Ali Lovely? Yes, tonight we are talking about challenges students meet and also possible solutions. The number still is not yet what I want to start with. I want at least 10 people for starters. I want 10 people before I start number 1. So share the link with your friends. Share the link. At least now I'm missing 4 people. I'm missing now 3. I have now 7 people. I am missing 3 people. Oh, now we have gone. Now I have 5. Now I have 4. The ones I was missing, now they're the ones I have. Oh, now I miss 4 still. I have 6. I need at least 10 people. Then I will start. So share. Share the link with your friends. Invite your friends. Let them come and join me as we will start today. I am remaining with 4 people to start. Yes, I can see Asma Ahmed. You say, hello teacher. Yes, how are you? Jama, I told you I need you. I need you, still have not got you. Hello, my teacher, Mr. Andy. Good night. Yes, good evening. How are you, Mr. Jama? Wow, I see Bushra is here. Bushra, you say, how are you? I'm very fine, alhamdulillah. I am remaining with only 4 people, and then I start. 4 people. Share the link. Invite your friends to come and join. Please, share the link. Let people come. I need only 10 people. 10 are enough to start my class of today. So we can still be here as we get the other 4 people. Mostly, sometimes I ask myself, if they don't come, what shall we do? But I hope they are coming. I need only 10 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have 7. I need only 3 people. Sit the best call level. Sit the best call level. You guys, you make me feel like, now you're 6. Still I need 4. Some people come, pimp. After pimping, they run away. I need 10 people. I shouldn't be repeating this for more than, more times. Please, now we need 3. Share the link to your friends. Let them come. Even if your friend has not joined me here, tell your friend that please, it's time for class, and we start our yes. Now we need only 2 people. I have 8, mashallah. That's good. You get this, and then the other one goes. Yes, Abdurrahman Sido, how are you, my friend? I'm very fine, alhamdulillah, and everything is all right. I am looking for only 10 people, and now I think the computer is praying me. Because it tells me 8, it goes 7, it goes 6, 4, 5. Now it means I have got more than I expect. So the robot is praying me this night. So I have to start with my today's episode, where I'm talking about the challenges students meet while they are learning and what could be the possible solution. I have made research and I've got some of the challenges that students meet. When I say challenge, I mean problems. You see, this world is full of challenges, and we meet challenges basing on the title that you have. As a student, you have challenges. Teachers also have challenges, and also parents also meet challenges while they are teaching, while they are educating their children. So we are looking at all this spectrum. But today, I am starting with the students. What challenges do students meet while they are learning? Number 1, I want to use the word curriculum. Yes, Munila, I'm happy to see you. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Zainab, you say teacher. Yes, how are you, Zainab? Ahmed, not Zainab Osman, but now Zainab Ahmed. So it means I have a lot of Zainabus here. I'm very fine, alhamdulillah, Zainab. And well, I want to go to point number 1 for today's episode. Number 1, I want to talk about the curriculum. When I say curriculum, what do I mean? Curriculum, these are the lessons. Yes, Abdurrahman Ainashi, I'm very happy to see you. Yeah, I'm talking about the challenges students meet while they are learning, and this is something that Ainashi requested me to talk about publicly. And someone is correcting me that the person is not Zainab. Oh, Shwaib. Oh, I'm sorry, Shwaib. I'm sorry, Shwaib, my friend. I'm sorry. It's not Zainab, but it is Shwaib. Yeah, that's true. Teacher, my name is not Zainab. It is Shwaib. I'm sorry. I apologize for this. I'm sorry. Well, I want to talk about point number one, which is about curriculum. And when I say curriculum, I mean this is the system, how lessons and topics are selected for students to learn in a school or university or anything. When you come to Africa, I told you I'm just looking at challenges in Africa generally. So when you look at Africa, when we are learning in schools, we always meet the challenge of the curriculum that we are learning. In schools, we learn things, I'm sorry to say this, I want to put it in quotes, which are useless for us. For example, you find a student, his capacity is not good at mathematics, but because of the curriculum, you'll find this student has to learn mathematics, but his mind, his or her head is not good at that. So we must make sure that we follow the curriculum, because we have no what to do. If I talk about myself, if I was given a chance, I would never learn physics, I would never learn mathematics, I would never learn biology, I would never learn mathematics. These what we call scientific lessons. But because of the curriculum that the government says you must learn this, I find myself learning, and after learning, I can't even understand. I have no interest, I have no appetite, but I have to do it. That becomes challenge number one. So it means when I'm in class and the teacher of chemistry is coming, I have to doze. I have sleep. Teacher of mathematics, when he starts calculating mathematics, I can't understand. Nothing. So it becomes a big challenge because of the curriculum. Okay. I have finished this curriculum. When you come to the curriculum, most of the schools in Africa, they don't go for what you call co-curriculum activities. These are like playing football, running, singing, and like poems, etc. Children are not trained how to recite poems. Children are not given a chance to sing. There are people who have good voices. Art, drawing of pictures, art. So, drawing pictures, it's something which is a skill that someone is born with. But when we are looking at schools in Africa, we are not given that opportunity. Most students who have opportunity of drawing art, they're not given a chance. Students who are good at singing are not given a chance to sing, to show their ability of singing. You have to learn biology, you have to learn mathematics, you have to learn physics, whether you like or not. You have to learn history. Some people don't love history. They don't love history at all. They don't love geography, but they love scientific lessons. So you find at the end of the day, you are learning something which you are not of your choice, but because of the government curriculum. And some countries, you find we learn things which are not ours. We learn things of other countries. For example, you are learning the history of America. You are learning the history of Yemen. You are a Somali and you are learning history of Yemen. Are you Yemeni? What does the history of Yemen help you as a Somali? So the curriculum. We must learn our own things. Actually, it will give us chance and interest to revise these things because they are ours. When I'm a Somali and I'm learning about River Juba and Sheveri, I will feel more interested in that. When I'm a Kenyan and I'm reading about Tsavo National Park, I am reading about Nakuru, Lake Nakuru. Because I'm a Somali, I'm a Kenyan, I'm learning about Mountain Kilimanjaro. It will give me Mount Kenya, Kilimanjaro is in Tanzania. So you find like when I'm learning, if I'm a Tanzanian, I'm learning about Tanzania. I'm learning the history, geography of Tanzania. Mwalimu Julius Nyerere, when I'm learning about Mwalimu Julius Nyerere, because I'm a Tanzanian, it will give me, when I'm a Kenyan and I learn about Jomo Kenyatta, when I'm a Ugandan and I learn about, Obote, we find that these things, that when we learn things which are related to us, we shall gain more interest in that. But problem number one, we learn things which are not based on our interests. So curriculum is number one challenge. So the solution for this is, what I think the solution to be is that we must have curriculum designers who are basing on child empowerment, to make that the child who is learning improve his skill. Some people have learned university, have finished, even graduated, but they can't write well because the skill of writing is not in schools. There is no subject that we teach how to write. You understand the point? So this is the point that I want to give as a solution. On top of that, I want to give another challenge, number two, for those who are in higher schools, higher institutions. I'm talking about like universities. When you finish secondary school and you graduate, the next step is to have to go to university. As you go to university, most of the time, it is not only in Somalia, it is not only in Uganda, it's not in Kenya, it is Africa at large. Parents always motivate and encourage their children, or their sons and daughters. We focus on learning what our father and mothers want us to be. I always talk about myself. My father is a laboratory scientist. My father is good at lab science, testing diseases, what. He's a professional of that. My mother, she happened to be a nurse. They are all medics. They are dealing with medicine. Then they produced an animal called Andrew, which has no anything concerning chemistry and physics. And then my father encourages me, my son, I want you to be a doctor. Inshallah, you'll be a doctor. And when I go to school, there is nothing like chemistry. At the end of the day, my father started fighting me because I can't do what he wants. Had I gone for a medical course, will I manage? I am sure I couldn't. Because my interest is not there. Now I am working as a teacher. I am sure that people are very happy with what I'm doing. I am sure that people are very happy with what I am. Myself, I'm happy. I love what I do. Because my head is convinced that what I'm doing, this was my choice. This was my calling. But some students, they go to university, they are learning IT, not because they want. They are learning business administration, not because they want. They are learning medicine, not because of their choice, but because of their parents' choice. So as you go to university to learn, because your parent has made a choice for you, that becomes the biggest challenge for you. And you cannot be successful because you are learning something not of your choice, of your choice. So at the end of the day, you cannot motivate yourself to reading, which is the third challenge. Reading, or call it revising. When you read what you love, when you study what you like, you find it easy. By the way, I'm going to tell you something. When I was a child, I had the contradiction of being either a journalist or a lawyer. This was my ambition, which happened kafif, not all of it, a little. So, in my journalism class, I'll give you an example. Because I loved journalism, my lecturer could never ever chase me out of lecture room because of not doing homework. Shakoguri. Because I loved journalism, I love to be a journalist. You know? So I used to spend most of the time making research about the homework that it would give me because I was loving what I'm studying. When you study what you don't love, because it is your father's choice, you can't give it more time. You can't give it love because it's not your choice. Right now, I'm an English teacher, profession, not koto. Most of my students, they come to school because they have one ideology that English is international language. Then what? English is international language. I am learning English, it is international language. Then what? Is that an issue? Is that a reason that you should learn? It can't be. You should have a soul. You must have a real reason to why you are learning English, not because it is international language. Then what? That's not the reason. I am begging you, my friends, that don't learn English because it is international language. Don't learn English because your father has told you go to Frontier, go to college every to learn English. Don't go to learn anything at university because your father has told you. It's going to give you hard time. It's going to give you hard time for succeeding in this course that you are learning because it is not of your interest. So the choice here is, the solution for this, I request parents, give your children, give your sons and daughters a chance to study what they like. Let them do what they want. It will help them to have a time to revise and read what they are learning because they will be interested in this. I think you get my point, my friends. So it is very important that students learn whatever they feel they want to learn, and this can help you to achieve what you want to be. On top of this, my challenges, I want to show you that they are intertwined. When I say intertwined, I mean they join each other. After this, you go to this. After this, you go to this. And you find they are all the same, going together. There is a challenge of what you call career guidance. Career guidance. What do we mean by career guidance? Who is educating you? Who is giving you information about the course that you want to study or you want to learn? Some of the students, you find someone is finishing Form 4 and you ask him, what course do you want to study in university? Inshallah, I will see. You don't have any target or any goal that you want to be in the future. Then, how are you going to achieve anything? Others, they are studying course. When you ask him, in this course you are learning, if you graduate at university, what kind of job can you do? Even he doesn't know, or she doesn't know the kind of job that the person can do. Because there is lack of career guidance. Before you choose a course at university, you should make study. What does our society need now? Then after, go and study that one. Let me give you an example. I'm sorry to say this. In Somalia, how many people have studied medicine? Medicine, midwifery, lab, public health. Every Somali, this is their course. Medicine. Every, Dr. Eso. Every, doctor. Every. IT. Everyone. IT. I'm sorry. Midwifery. Someone is saying nursing. Midwifery. We have got enough. So we don't need. Go and study other courses. When you go in some remote company, all technicians are foreigners. Because we don't have technicians who are Somalis. Enough. Because Somalis, they are They are specializing in one what? In one faculties. So I'm requesting you, my friends, let's have a good career guidance before we join universities. Let's try to learn what courses are good for us. Let's learn courses which are important for our souls. So, career guidance. Before I go to number 4, I want first to read some of your comments here that you have tried to give me. Someone was asking me, teacher, are you Daniel? Daniel, I think, is a monkey. So maybe I looked like a monkey for this person. I don't understand what you mean. Someone says, what? A teacher, talk about Daniel. Teacher, talk about Daniel. What should I talk about Daniel? Monkeys or men who give money? Girls. I don't know. You should explain me. Maybe the question was like, teacher, do you give girls money? If that was the question, me, I'm very lucky I don't give girls money. I don't. Our topic today isn't concerning about that issue. Zainab, someone was correcting you. Rose, you say, Zainab, what are you talking about? Okay. That's none of your business. I don't understand why all these words are coming here, but no problem. I think he's not okay, Zainab, because the teacher, he talked about challenges students meet and possible solution. That's my topic, Zainab Bosman. Thank you very much. Also, we have nurses. Someone was talking about nurse. Do you Daniel? Zainab, please, you could make me very clear about this. I don't understand. What is Daniel? What does Daniel mean? No, teacher, not Zainab. Who? Yeah, I see Zainab Bosman. Yeah, I see Zainab. It's not. It is Suhaib who was talking about Daniel. And okay, now, let me go to point number 4, which I'm going to talk about parents. Point number 1, I talked about curriculum. Point number 2, I talked about actually 1 and 2, they are together. Selection of courses. Number 2, I talked about lack of reading skills. Number 3, I talked about career guidance. Number 4, I'm talking about parents. Parents are also a challenge in what we are learning, because it's parents who pay money that we are learning money. It is parents who gives motivation. If your father and mother don't encourage you to go to school, I'm sure you can't go to school. In this era, in this generation, parents focus on one thing: paying money. When they pay money at school, they believe that that's all. They have finished everything. But that's not what we need. We don't need only money. We need their motivation. If I ask you, my friends here, tell me the truth. How many times does your father sit with you and then educates you, tell you, my son, my daughter, do ABC. If you do like this, my daughter, sit here, my son, sit here, we read when I'm seeing you. How many parents do that? When you pass exams, how many parents that support you and give you some gift to motivate you? I am sure there is none. How many parents, how many of you here that your father, your mother can review with you some lessons? They do that only when you are learning Holy Quran, when you are in Dux. After Dux, you have to care about yourself. At the end of the day, the father is busy, mother is busy. You see nowadays, no one who cares about the children. Because the mother want to go work, father want to go work. So where are the children? The children will be there without anyone who cares them. So at the end of the day, the children cannot perform better in schools because no one who cares. In this context, parents are a challenge because they don't show their children the right way that they should follow. So parents should be good fathers, parents should be good mothers, parents should be good to their children. On top of this, I want to talk about teachers as challenge number 5. Teachers. Teachers, most of them are not qualified. They don't have qualifications. They are not true teachers. They are teachers because of different reasons. And they want to teach you. What can they teach you? Because they are not professional, sometimes you ask them a question. They don't know the way of answering a student. Even when you ask them a question and they answer you, you can't understand what they are saying. Because they don't know what you call teaching methodologies. Teaching methodologies. They don't know the way they can pave you to have a way that you can improve yourself. On top of that, I want to encourage my students here that please make sure that before you join an institution, before you join a university, first understand, first know the curriculum, first know the style of the teachers who are in that institution. Are they qualified teachers? So, teachers are also very important and also a big problem in this society, in Africa. So I am begging you and I'm requesting you, my friends, that as you are learning, please try to make sure that you find teachers of good quality. It will help you. And if you know you're not a good teacher, you're not a professional teacher, please go and learn. There are some short courses that you can learn about teaching. Learn and know teaching methodologies which will help you to improve yourself and help your students too. Before I go to number 6, I want to read other comments here. Yes, you say, hey teacher, yes Munira, hi, how are you Munira? Jama, you say the problem I met during my university learning was, sorry for this, was my first choice, was my faculty choice. Yes, was accountant department. But all my classmates were changed to business administration department, so I followed them. You see, that is lack of determination. You want to be accountant, but now you see your classmates are going here, also you follow them because the lack of determination. Yes, I know you say my father, he motivates always to progress education. Thank you for your father. We should clap for your father. Some fathers don't have that time. If your father does that, that means your father is a good parent. Some of us, our parents are not educated. So an educated father, what can he motivate you? He will tell you, please learn, don't be like me. Please learn, don't be like me. And if you're a good listener, you will be like your father. But if you're not a good listener, you'll become uptoy. You start doing bad things in the society, which will be very bad, that your father or your mother cannot like at all. Yes, I will experience challenge from parents. Yes, Munira, I think you'll be telling us your challenge, but parents is also a big challenge. Challenge of parents. Yes, teachers also are a problem. I've talked about that very well. I want to go to number 6 on this. There is what you call money. Lack. Do you know that most children, many students who perform well in classes, their homes are poor. They come from poor families. And those who come from rich families, actually, they never perform well in classes. Do you know why? Ask yourself that question. Tomorrow you give me the answer. But this is what I want to tell you, my friend. Many students have failed a challenge of money, that they cannot complete their courses. They can't continue what they are learning because lack of what? Lack of money. Lack of money makes you even not to go to school, because sometimes you don't have enough transportation. I'm repeating, you don't have enough transportation. So when you don't have enough transportation, how can you go to school? You can't. You can't go to school because there is lack of what? Lack of transportation. Morning, good afternoon. So at the end of the day, you'll find many students cannot go anywhere because of lack of what? Lack of money. So money as lack is also very important. So on top of this, how can we solve money, the issue of money? How can we solve the problem of money? I'm solving something. We need, Africa, we don't have good governments which can help us to have free schools. And even when you have free schools, you find the quality of education there that we get is zero. Not all that much good. But I want to say that we need at least to find funders, leaders who can help us to have a very, very good education and have good schools with good structure, with good infrastructure, with good classroom, with good everything, that we can have a very good developed education. On top of that, when it comes to money, let the rich help the poor in the issue of helping for the side of education. But most of the time, the rich, when they're helping the poor, they help us by giving us food. As if food is a major problem. Yes, food is a problem. But someone who gives you education has given you food for all years until you die. This is my opinion as Andy. I may not give you my money, the money, but I can give you education to help you achieve your goals. I help and I pray that let the rich start helping the poor by providing education to them. If we are all educated, it means we have different ways of finding ways we can help ourselves. The challenge of Africa is that we don't know how to get money because we are less educated. Someone who is educated can know how to get money in different ways. Someone who is not educated cannot create this YouTube channel. Someone who is not educated cannot spend his time even how to come on YouTube to listen to me. Someone who is educated can read, can write, can do anything and fight poverty. Actually, the best way of fighting poverty is education. Education is the way to fight poverty in Africa. So we should better educate all people in Africa and educate everyone in order to make sure that all things are all right. Number 7, which may be the last one, the challenge is about time. Challenge number 7 is about time. Then I will finish part 1 of this issue about challenge. Because there are many reasons, there are many challenges. I will add one more for today. Then the others I will be giving you another time. So, number 7, I'm giving there what we call time. What is all about time? Time, some students are learning 2, 3 faculties, 3 courses at the same time. So you find that the person cannot have enough time to revise his or her books because doesn't have a time. So what do you think this person will do? he or she cannot revise because the time that he has is not enough. From morning goes every jamada. In the afternoon goes another jamada. In part time goes another jamada. So this person, when does the person revise his or her books? You find the person can't revise the books because there is lack of time. And many students, you spend your time on useless things than useful things. When you are young, you want to watch movies. When you are young, you want to do foshkanshi. When you are young, you want to move around. Most of the boys, they like to move around in an area. But that time you are wasting it a lot, my friend. You should have something to do. So time. Lastly, number 8. Then for this episode of today, I'll be stopping there. I want to talk about what we call security. Security. Many times I've seen roads being blocked in the morning time for students going to school. In Somalia, Alhamdulillah, with the new president, roads have not been blocked. But the question is, why do you block roads when students must go to school? When they block roads, students must walk from their home to school. Students, most of them miss their classes. Students, their transportation goes high. And at the end of the day, the student is missing a lot. On top of this, I'm requesting that the government and the whole society at large, we should work together to see that we can solve this insecurity in our area. In Uganda, in Kenya, in Somalia, students are being killed in different ways. Now you have seen in USA, someone came to the school and shoot students and teachers. What the hell? Insecurity. So insecurity is becoming a big challenge to people around the world who are learning anything. So we cannot say students are going to have guns in schools because they will kill each other. Yes. We are not going to allow this kind of insecurity. Most of the time is done by people who are not even educated. Even those who are educated more, they try to create environment where they can abuse and destroy our country. Yes, Sumaya, you are asking the topic. The topic is the challenges students meet and possible solutions while they are learning. I want to read your comments. Yes, Ainasha, you say language barrier is also in African students. We are learning foreign language, that is English. That's very, very, very true. Why should we learn in English? We are Somalis, we are Kenyans, we are Ugandans. Why should we learn in Somali? Why should we learn not in our local language? Why do we learn in English? But because of colonization, because of these countries which believe that they are so powerful than us, they want us to learn in their languages, which is very bad. Because when you learn in English, you can't understand what the teacher is talking. When you learn in Arabic, sometimes you may not understand. When you learn in Kiswahili, you can't understand. So what are you going to do? I am requesting the public that let's come together, work together, and improve our security. People who bring insecurity, they are not from abroad. They are within Somalia, if you are in Somalia. If you go Kenya, people who do violence, they are Kenyans. Uganda, the same thing. So we just need one thing like this, to be united, and everything will be all right. Tonight, I want to stop here for this episode, which is about the challenges students meet while they are in school. If there's anything you want to ask me, feel free to inbox or to comment on this platform. When you comment, I'll be able to read and take it back home. I will not be angry. Just feel free and say your opinion. I want to give a recap for what I've talked about this night. I talked about the challenges students meet while they are learning. Number one, I talked about selection of course, curriculum, and also curriculum, which are together. Number three, I talked about career guidance, people who guide you as a student. Number four, I talked about parents who are a problem also in as what we learn. I've talked about teachers as also as a problem. I've talked about money as also a problem. I've talked about time also as a problem, and security as also a problem. So I want to stop here for tonight. I know most of you who have been here with me since we started up to now, you feel very tired. I want to thank you for that. May Allah bless you. All who have been with me, I'm thanking you all, and I'm requesting you, please share this link with your friend. Share this YouTube. Let people subscribe and come and learn free of charge. Let's be together. Let's make our family grow. Inshallah, I hope everything will be all right. I am thanking you, my friends. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for always being with me. And I hope everything will be all right. Yes, Abdulman, you say, really appreciate your effort for doing all of this. Thank you very much, my friend. And I request you, my friends, everyone, if you bring one person here, and also that person brings another, it means this group will grow and everything will be all right, and which will help us to improve our capacity. On top of this, allow me to say, have a good night, everyone who is watching me this night. And I want to say that I love you so much, and I will miss you. I will miss you. See you next time in another episode, inshallah. Have a good night. Let me see you when you see me, inshallah.